This is a statement that I always say, and I honestly believe holds true until the very end. But one of the most important things in this world, if not maybe even the most important thing in this world, especially for yourself, is your mental health. That is so important to understand that we as humans are nothing without, our mental health. And I understand that there's a strong need, urgent desire to pass this year, to get your degree, to succeed academically, which is warranted, and of course it's needed because that's what we aim to do. But I think it's even more important in the journey to preserve your mental health and to look after yourself, especially in those moments that are most taxing. That's when you sort of need the skill of looking after your mental health and actually preserving yourself for the future. So today I want to just break down, and I really want to give you guys active tips in order for you to sort of take a proactive stance in looking after your mental health and ensuring that, of course, you preserve yourself in this difficult journey. So you know what, when I just sit and think, and I know this definitely applies to me as well, but I think we as students often feel quite guilty when we have to rest. I mean, it's like the work is so packed, there's so much that you need to get done, there's so much that you need to do, and just taking a little bit of time to rest feels like you're sort of wasting time. And of course, when I say this, I maybe speak more towards the rest that's earned and sort of warranted, but don't feel guilty about resting. Don't feel guilty about taking a break. Don't feel guilty about pulling back a little bit from academics so that you can sort of look after yourself and take care of yourself. I think this is so important. And even just sleeping. Don't feel guilty about sleeping. These are things that your body needs to function. And obviously, I don't care how much work you have. I don't care how much, stuff you have to get done. I understand it's a lot. I've been there. I understand it's a lot. But your body still needs to function normally. That's, I think, the most important thing. And for your body to function, you need rest. You need downtime. You need to sleep. You need to recharge. These are things that you cannot go without. And I remember I was just having a chat with students the other day at UP. But using energy drinks like Red Bull and even coffee or highly caffeinated products, yes, they're good for energy bursts, but they cannot replace rest. They cannot replace sleep. They cannot replace you taking breaks. So that's really important for you to understand, and that you need to take breaks so your body can function, your mind can function, your brain can function, and you can of course produce the best results for yourself in this journey. So be sure to take breaks. But of course, when I talk about breaks as well, it doesn't mean that you need to be taking a break the whole day. When I talk about breaks, obviously I speak about structured breaks. So breaks between study sessions that you structure, and obviously try to just keep your breaks within that time bracket that you allocate. So if you're taking a 15-minute break after studying for 45 minutes, stick to time. Make it 15 minutes, Obviously now if you start going over time, that's when I think the feelings of guilt even become stronger and stronger, but you really need to stick to that time. But you need to make that time as well. So don't feel guilty, guys. It's okay to take breaks. It's okay to sleep when you're tired, when your eyes are burning. I know the work is a lot. I know you feel like you won't finish. The work will always be a lot. The work will always be there. But you need to take care of yourself, and you need to rest. You need to sleep. Your body needs to function normally. So remember this as you go into obviously this, the study period. Remember this as, especially in those days, the toughest of days, when the work is the most and the workload is the most, I think that's when we tend to forget about sort of looking after ourselves and giving ourselves the necessary break and sort of mental relief so that we can recharge and get back at it. I think another thing which is so important for your mental health as well is whatever happens after this exam period, whatever happens, no matter how bad it may, you may perceive it to be, or no matter how bad it looks to yourself, or no matter how bad you actually feel it's going to be, nothing that happens is the end of the world. Nothing that happens will define you forever, guys. That is so important for you to understand. And I think when you understand this concept, you start to relieve a bit of pressure from yourself. You start to relieve yourself of that, extra burden that you unnecessarily carry, because, obviously it's like everything is based on what's happening now. And I understand it's important. It's important to pass, and also maybe quite important to have that pressure where you really want to perform well and you put that little bit of pressure on yourself. But let it not be unhealthy. Let it not be to your detriment. Understand that yes, it's important to pass, but it's not the end of the world if you don't. It's not the end of the world if things don't go to plan. So often I think we look at our journeys as this sort of line, and we have to follow this line all the way till the end. We have to be perfect all the way till the very end. And a journey is not perfect. A journey is not perfect and will never be perfect as well. So very important for you to just understand that your journey won't be perfect. And that's okay. Whatever happens after this, whatever happens after exams, whatever marks you get, whatever consequences, it's okay. And know that when the consequence does come, there's nothing you can do often to change it. But you just have to look forward and look for sort of strategies going forward. But don't think about that too much whilst you're studying, because you're adding extra burden, you're adding extra mental strain. I think your mind works best when it's focused on one thing. So if trying to study, but now you're also thinking about all these different things, these different scenarios that might not even happen or might happen, we don't know. That's not going to help you, because you're just putting extra burden, you're putting extra strain and stress, and you're making things more challenging and difficult for yourself. So I think take a breath, relax a little bit. I know it's strange, and I know this is a time of great stress and anxiety, but I think the more composed we are, the more relaxed we are, the more mental clarity we have as well, which of course is caused by us understanding what we need to achieve and just focusing on that as opposed to letting other things distract us. I think when we have all these things combined, we not only create sustainability for ourselves in the journey, sort of creating this path that is more sustainable long-term for you and allows you to preserve your mental health. We not only do that, but we also improve our chances at success, funny enough. We improve our chances at passing the year, at getting that mark that you want to get, at reaching your academic goals, all by just improving your mental state, reducing the pressure on yourself. And I think understanding where you need to focus and actually focusing there. I think a well-directed mind will serve you much better than a mind that's cluttered. And I think this is what ends up blocking a lot of students from succeeding, from passing, from reaching their full capabilities, is what's going on up here. And I saw this for myself. I think definitely in my third year, but 100% in my postgraduate year, I saw the importance of what's happening here. Your mental health, your mental fortitude, your mental strength, and your mental clarity as well. So really do take this advice, and I think the proof is always in the pudding. The proof is in actually applying it and seeing it for yourself. So if you don't believe me, that's fine. That's okay. But I want you to try it for yourself. I want you to try actually start employing sort of positive mental structures in order for you to actually obviously ensure that you preserve your mental health, but put yourself in a great mental position for yourself throughout this exam period and even going into next year as well. I think you'll see the difference for yourself. The proof is in the pudding, the proof is in you applying it, and I think that's as much as I'll chat about today. You know, I think these two, I decided to only, just chat about these two because I thought they were so important, and I thought there was a lot for me to actually share here. So let me actually delve into these two, break them down so that you understand exactly why they're important and how to actually go about applying them, so that of course you perform as well as you can, but most importantly, you preserve your mental health. So this has been me, Sifiso Mkhize, here with another episode. As always, guys, smash that like button if you feel that this has been of value, if you've enjoyed the episode. Please do drop a subscription as well, guys. I mean, most of you who are watching the videos aren't yet subscribed. So if you're enjoying the content that I produce on a regular basis, on a weekly basis, please, guys, just drop that subscription. And as always, until the next one, let's continue on our journey, creating a better world.